What's happening, guys? Just waiting for players, so I thought I'd introduce you to episode 3 of this 4-way. We are on Viaduct, and as it's episode 3, we're talking about secondary weapons, and I'm using the vanilla shotgun. It's boring, you all know what it does. So I'm going to tell you, instead of talking just about the shotgun, I'm going to compare it to the flare-gun. And I suppose, therefore, the detonator, the other alternatives for pyro secondary. And talk a little bit about pyro himself, because I was busy introducing the concept of 4-way. I'm getting stuck! Busy introducing the concept of 4-way in episode 1, so I didn't get a chance to talk about pyro. So I will do that as well. So yes, the shotgun. We'll talk about the shotgun and the flare-gun. Shotgun, it's close to mid-range damage, and it's good for pyro for when people get out of range of your flamethrower. People get out of the range of your flamethrower, you hit them with your shotgun. Like here, I can't hit that medic. I shouldn't be chasing that medic. I couldn't have hit that medic, so I switched to my shotgun. And I tried to kill him. Ooh, I found a half Zatoichi. I've already got one of those. But yeah, it's a good accompaniment to the flamethrower. It's nothing special. Heavy's got one too. NG's got one too. If you've ever played an FPS, you don't need me to tell you what a shotgun does. But how it works with pyro is insanely useful. Because, I'm being shot at, because without something that is mid to long range in your arsenal, you're stuck with this tiny ass short range. Look how short range this flamer is. It doesn't go very far, and there are classes that are quicker than you. You're only quicker than 2 classes using this. You're only quicker than heavy and soldier, who are going to butcher you if you try and if they spot you while you're running at them anyway. So it's incredibly useful to have it. Now the flare-gun. The flare-gun is single shot. You have more ammo for it, obviously, but it's single shots. Slight arc on it, and it sets people on fire when it hits. Does like 30 damage and leaves them on fire. And I seem to remember reading somewhere, probably on the TF2 wiki, which is an incredibly useful source, by the way. Use it on the TF2 wiki. That if you hit somebody with a flare-gun shot, that was fail. Sorry, I will come back to the flare-gun, but that spy disguised himself as a pyro while on fire, and it was me. Anywho, you hit somebody with a flare-gun shot while they're on fire, it crits them, but you're doing about 90 damage with that, I think. Which isn't bad. It's not bad at all. But I don't like it. The reason I don't like it is because I used it for about 3 weeks. I didn't like it. The reason I didn't like it was I wasn't a very good shot with it, so I found it hard to use. Which, when you've got a weapon that you're trying to use and you can't use it, makes it really hard to do anything. The second reason is that there's so many situations I got into where I thought, I really wish I had a shotgun. I ended up just M1ing all the time, M1Wing all the time, to just try and pull out some kills because I didn't have any mid-range damage. So, last episode I said you should use the back burner. What secondary should you use? The secondary you should use depends on what you want your secondary to do. If you want your secondary to be a complement to your flamethrower, and if you want to you know, if you want to be able to set somebody on fire, let them get away from you, and be able to still try to kill them down, or be good at killing other pyros, which is part of the shotgun I forgot to mention. Flamethrower and flamethrower, unless you've got a back burner, you know, it's a boring matchup. You stick a shotgun into it. Shotgun can do like 50 damage at fairly close range. It's good for killing pyros. So that's another good thing about it. So yeah, it's good anti-pyro. That's one thing it's got. The shotgun has in its favour over the flagon. So for anti-pyro, I would say use the shotgun, as I am doing right here. And he's going to win this if he keeps chasing me. No, I run backwards into a sentry gun. Oh, so yeah, the shotgun is good for anti-pyro. It's good to complement your flamethrower. The flagon is good for harassing people from a distance, and it's kind of good at the start of a battle. Especially when you're playing like a King of the Hill map or a control points map where everybody's trying to get to a specific point right at the start of the map, you can fire shots in blindly, and quite often, if you know where you're shooting, hit them. So it depends what you want. One last thing I will say is never use the detonator. The alt fire is not worth it for the damage penalty that you take, and it's just not worth it. So yeah, I prefer the flagon. I'd prefer the flagon. I prefer the shotgun. You might prefer the flagon. It's personal preference. So that's the end of this part of the video. I've overrun a little bit there, and I will leave you with that sniper's face. See you in part 4.